Oh, greetings. Welcome back. Welcome back indeed. A new face. Yeah, I don't think I've recorded this guy. It's an old one. I haven't played it in a while, but I am impressed with its performance, kinda. You see, it's a guardian, right? A mixed passive guardian. Typical, right? Except one thing, no endurance, of course. I have made two other guardians in the past that I am quite proud of. These two over here in the House of Tanks. Yeah, only needing 50 endurance and 100 of your damage stat. I think I put 60 here because Mage doesn't have that much physical defense, and that 60, the extra 10 endurance kind of helped out a little bit. But yeah, I try to make this work. Of course, it is slow at this level to be at the 80s, like in the high 80s on a mixed passive build. Mixed passive builds, they kind of suffer a little bit from 80 to 90, but once you get past 90 and get some damage passives, it tends to pick up speed a little bit. Unfortunately, I'm going for the typical guardian, 60 warrior, because cauterization, you gotta heal, and 40 mage because concentration and another heal. This isn't new. I think it was started way back in the day by. Well, actually, I don't know who started it first. I know someone big on the PvP scene was using it a lot, and it kind of spread. But yeah, it's effective. You got 3 heals. Concentration to get through your heavy defenses, because defenses reduce your heal power. Whoa. Ignore that sound in the back. But yeah, you got decent heals. You got your final passive healing you, and all that. Yeah, pretty effective, but very slow. Now, with my Guardians, I'm a solo player. I don't need to tank the world, but it would be nice to kill things in quicker than 4 turns, and not rely on my deflex to do half my damage. It's not for me, basically. Now, these other 2 Guardians over here, they're not mixed passive, therefore I have a bit more damage. Mixed passive lowers your damage a little bit, but the benefit is having 2 different elements to work with. These 2 have over 950 attack or magic, respectively. These 2 Guardians. I think I calculated this one to have like 850, which again, that's about average for my mixed passive builds. Is decent. It's good enough. But I'm not going to have any elemental power. See, that really helps out when you don't have much attack or magic. Elemental power is easy to come by, and you can kind of stack it up without having to have it on the gear because of the elemental bonus over here. Thanks, Elder. Yeah, I forgot he says that when you tap on it. Yeah. No, none of that. Now, the other 2 have like 30, 20 elemental power. This one's gonna have like none, so. I'll see how it goes. It's been going great. I got to room 16 at level 80. Like, only druids do that. Of course, I think that was just a really lucky run, because I haven't really been able to get past room 12 since then, but whatever. Now, in terms of the element, I prefer water, usually. Because water, I'm used to it. It's easy to work around. And I've got... Okay, I don't have a lot of air skills. That's probably why I'm not using water on this character. I don't have any air skills. Because that's how I kind of choose an element for my weapon. How many skills can I burst Magic Ball with? Off of it. All I have is Wind Wall, and Wind Wall is useful. You don't want to be throwing that out, just whatever, whenever, because, well, you might need it a little bit. One thing to note about defense buffs, like the plus ones, it's not going to help you reduce damage taken that much, but they definitely make a difference when it comes to deflect chance, which is why defense debuffs are kind of detrimental. Like, you'll notice you'll just stop deflecting at some point. If you get like a -1 from the common enemies in the Grand Dungeon, yeah, it's like, man, I'm not deflecting as much. Huh. It's a bit weird. But yes, I guess I chose Earth because fire is so prominent on the tree. Yeah, most likely. And well, fire would work, actually. Although, okay, this was like a damage. I'm just tired of spending 20 minutes in a dungeon. I wanted to kill things. But the tank hammers, the Dragon Forged hammer and the other hammer, the Forger hammer, those are both fire, and they have defense on them, and they're good. But I'm not a big fan of fire, because most of my skills would be fire at that point. And the fire wind shield's kind of annoying to deal with. Bursting a fire magic ball constantly, not the best. Not the best, but I guess it would kind of work. I don't know, but we'll just go in here. No need for food and low level. Don't need it. Okay, well, I need it, but Roy doesn't like us, so no food until level 100. Not bad. Now this set has 750 attack and magic. That's really low. That's actually what level 100 tanks would have if they went 100 endurance at level 100. They would have about this much damage. So I guess it's a good indicator for what is what. But yeah, not bad. I have a single air skill. And I'm not getting another one anytime soon. Actually, no, I'm not getting one at all. So I have to use it sparingly. Very sparingly. Eyes on Me, I don't really use that much. Probably because it deals 2 types of damage. And these kind of skills tend to not be great for dealing damage. Like, enemies either resist physical or magical. There's only a few enemies that don't resist either, or resist both. But Eyes on Me, I guess, is a good just buff thing. I mean, I know it's a taunt skill. It's got prominence, but solo. Kind of wish Roy, the dev, would add some prominence play in solo, make it useful, because there's quite a few skills that have it, and the secondary benefits of those skills, I mean, they're okay, but like Eyes on Me, Unsettling Stare. Provoking Gaze is awesome though, from Warden, but I love Warden, so I'm a little biased there. And Horse Stance, which, poor Monk. We don't talk about Monk. Now, see, this is an issue with having so little damage. You have to go through like multiple cycles with Golem. He goes through each element and then he heals a lot. Now, normally I would try to have my characters kill it within 3 turns. Why not 4 turns? Because good chance to be evaded. Mate. So try to get him in 3 turns. And yeah, that's why all my characters have 850 attack and magic kinda can do that. Depending on deflects. I guess a deflect would help with that a lot, but yeah. And secondly, the event chest, which happens to have the best tank boots in the game, the Christmas stockings. I'm not sure how like super tanks kill that thing, because if you don't know, you kind of you can't really one-shot it unless you're like a DPS path. It's got enough health to where you can't really one-shot it, and it evades a lot and heals a return. So you have to kill it in like 2 hits and be lucky, which most of my characters have a hard time doing. I mean, it depends on the character, but most of my bruisers can barely kill it in 2 hits. Maybe not, depending on like bursts or something like that. But you know, if you're like a tank, like I tried like the 900 defense and 700 magic defense tanks out there. I tried that back in the day, back in the day. I guess it's been like a year, but yeah, I couldn't really kill the event chests. I mean, I had to get lucky at some point to kill it. And plus, it wasn't really all that fun anyway. I mean, fun is subjective, but still, not the best. Not the best at all. But, you know, enough rambling and just going through the motions, so not too bad so far, but again, just kind of slow. Another issue is not going to heal that well again, like on myself, until I get concentration, and even then, my healing wouldn't be all much better. But I guess I'll have 3 healing skills to work with, so it won't be that bad. So against like Firewind Shield and Rocky Pebble, oh nice level up. I'm gonna be able to heal pretty well. I'm not gonna lose health because my deflex will cover it completely. But against enemies like Windy Puff here, I mean my deflex aren't gonna cover it as much, and I'm getting unlucky because I have a magic defense debuff. Gosh darn it. It's not good. Yeah, but I guess Eyes on Me is useful. I probably should use that more. Actually, it's the only source of +2 magic defense on this character. Because I don't have Vibrating Shield. I never thought of that. Now, there is one other variant of this build that I saw a while ago that had 25 Bard as a Mage Guard with 25 Warrior and 50 Guard. And like, you know, kind of like what I do, it had like 50 Endurance and a good amount of Strength and Will. And I thought about that. I was like, dang, that... I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to worry, because you still have like 400 or so defense and magic defense, so I guess that wouldn't be too bad. And you'd have like 900 or so attack and magic. Mad lad. Oh, but no, I mean, I thought about going that route, but I decided no, I'll try the usual, the 60-40, just to see. And hey, like so far, I mean, I'm impressed. I know I'm not quite there yet. I'm sure once I get concentration and start healing myself easily, then it's like, oh, this is kind of neat. But yeah, it's no Warden. You know, Warden is just the cooler Guardian anyway. Who needs defense when you can just shield yourself, mate? That's not good. It's not good at all. Okay. I've got like no skills available. I need to heal, but that's the issue. Defenses reduce your healing. And I've got 2 buffs up right now. So that's not ideal. Okay, so if I can survive this... Oh, you know what? That is something I never mentioned. Oh dear me. Oh. Oh, you know, it's late game water mirror. Those things hit pretty hard. But yeah, not bad for level 88. But no, I forgot to mention on my Guardian videos like months ago, whenever. You can actually heal yourself with your final passive if you counter. If you counter and block more than, you know, if you counter and you take some damage, whatever you countered for, basically your deflect will heal more than the health you had before. Like, you know, I can't explain it now because I just woke up, mate. Okay, look. Basically, yeah, you counter, you get the shield. The shield protects you. You get hit, you deflect for some damage, and you heal for that same damage. Usually that'll keep your health at the same amount if it's low enough. But if you counter, you'll actually get you'll actually heal. You'll get more health in the end, basically. But yes, enough rambling and whatnot. Going towards healing light, and then I guess cauterization afterward. That seems okay. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. Again, I did test it at level 100 with one of my other guardians. I respect with one of the free respecs back when this game was getting updates. Goddamn. And I tried this out. And, hey, I was impressed. Make my own character, but that was back before the stats on the tree got changed to flat numbers instead of percents and all that. But I imagine it's about the same. But yeah, enough rambling. A nice experiment. I'll see you around. Maybe. Possibly. Whenever. Yeah, I'll see you.